Now, please get out your pencils or your pen and your paper to start writing. Okay, because anytime you are looking at a math video, you must put pen or pencil to paper as a routine so that you can practice, and that is the way you will acquire the knowledge that is being transferred. Here we're going to demonstrate a very common phrase. A negative times a negative is a positive. Okay? A negative times a negative is a positive. Now, a real scenario, we're going to outline it in words. Someone could have said, I could have said, for example, it was not that I borrowed $4. Or it was not that three times. It was not that three times I borrowed $4. Now, this form of speaking is not very common, okay, but it's a genuine way to phrase a sentence. It was not that three times I borrowed $4. Okay, that's a genuine sentence. And it is possible now to translate this sentence to symbolic form because there are some key quantitative words that have their symbolic translation in mathematics. Okay. For example, not. The symbol for not is the subtraction sign. Okay. Oppose, the opposing effect towards the left. Okay. All these are words that can be used to replace the negative sign. We did not, the opposite effect. Okay. And even borrowed also is a word that can be used, that can be translated by using the negative sign. Three is a quantitative word, and times, the symbol for times is a multiplication in arithmetic. 4 times 2, that's 4 multiplied by 2. So 3 times, that's 3 multiplied. Borrowed, 4. Borrowed and 4 have their symbolic translation. And dollars, we all know the sign, the dollar sign. Okay. So it was not that. So here comes the negative sign. It was not that 3 times. See it? I borrowed $4. Okay. It's like, that's not what happened. It wasn't 3 times I borrowed $4. Okay. So, but some transaction happened with 3 and 4. Okay. So if you did not borrow $4 3 times, you must have received. That's the opposite effect. Agreed? So not borrowing $4 3 times is like receiving the opposite effect. Like you're opposing, you did not borrow $4 3 times. What does that mean? In a sense, you actually received $4 3 times. Okay. It's like two negatives becoming a positive in reasoning. For example, you would say, for example, I did not borrow. If you did not borrow, that means you received. You see? Did not borrow, that's two negative. Did not and borrow, that negative, negative. Negative times a negative is a positive. And here we have it in symbolic form, a negative times a negative is a positive. Okay? Now that's 3 times 4. That's 3 groups of 4. That's 4. And 4. And 4. 3 groups of 4 is actually 12. Okay. So let's bear that in mind. A negative times a negative is positive. Okay. So we can conclude that a negative 3 multiplied to a negative 4 will give us a positive 12. Now, division is like the reverse of multiplication. So for example, if we want that negative 3, we want back that negative 3. A little bit of algebra, just for practice. We want back that negative 3. We got to divide this positive 12. Let's copy it. Let's color code it. Copy it and put it there. Divide it by this negative 4. It's like the reverse. So as you can clearly see, this confirms the other phrase that a positive divided by a negative is a negative. Okay, so a negative times a negative is a positive. Now if you have to do a little bit of algebra and we have to divide this positive 12 by this negative 4, we'll get back the negative 3. So this actually proves that a positive divided by a negative is a negative. This is also a genuine phrase in arithmetic, but the phrase we are focusing on is a negative times a negative is a positive. Negative 3 times negative 4 is a positive 12. And at the same time, it's like chasing 2 birds with 1 stone. We actually automatically demonstrating that a positive divided by a negative is a negative. So please be writing with your pen or your pencil on the paper, and by writing, pausing, and replaying and so forth, you'll be acquiring the knowledge that this video is transmitting with negative and positive numbers.